Okay, this one's going to be a little different than the peppers that I'm reviewing. Right now I'm trying to get the peppers done and out of the way. But we're going to go off track on this one a little because I feel you should see this plant while it's younger. And then I'm going to do a later video on this to see what it looks like when it gets older. So let's take a closer look at this plant. This plant is called, if I could get my hand in here without getting all spined up. No, I didn't write. I see I have to rewrite these as I do them because they faded away. But it's called the Naranjilla. I don't know if you could read that. And just put that back in. This is probably one of the nastiest plants I've ever grown. I've grown the African melons, the poisonous African melons. And I'll tell you, I'll never grow those again. That was one of the nastiest plants I've ever grown in my life. I mean, that thing was absolutely awful to deal with. Well, not just the African melons, but I grew the what was that thing? The thorny cucumber. They call it jelly melon, thorny cucumber. I grew that thing. I will never grow those things again. Okay, those things were absolutely horrible to handle and deal with. I mean, you got spined up constantly. Anyway, this is the Naranjilla. These are young plants. These plants have been growing since January, I believe. I was growing these since January. There's some anise growing in here too. I don't know what to do with that. You could see the leaves on the Naranjilla. You can see how nasty. I don't know what that was. There's literally spines that come off the top of the leaf. Okay. This is the shape of the leaf. Okay, just to give you an idea, that's the shape. Here's a larger leaf. That's what it looks like when it gets larger. This is what the top looks like when it's growing. It's very furry leaf on it. Very furry, soft. But boy, I'll tell you, if you don't know these spines are here, right here, oh man. Boy, that's nasty. Let me show you the bottom of the leaf too. This is the bottom of the leaf of the Naranjilla. Those spines literally run all the way down the leaf stem and then all the way down the stem of the plant to the bottom. And you can see there's a bigger one in the back here. Okay, you can see those spines on there. Look at the nastiness of this thing. This thing is absolutely incredibly nasty. Oh my god, I can't even handle this thing right now. I mean, I'm getting spine just trying to move the leaves around. Supposed to make a really good fruit, but it ain't worth it to me. Now that I see what this thing looks like. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I'll try to give you a side view of those spines. Give you an idea how nasty. Look at that. That is absolutely incredibly mean looking, man. And they get these weird little things here. These leaves don't have it on, but they get these two little horns on here. It's an evil looking plant, man. This thing is freaking evil. Let's see if I can find a leaf that has those little. Here's one. It's down here. The damn tomato plants are in the freaking way all the time. Let's try to get you down on that leaf. Oh man, this can't be any more difficult, huh? Maybe I get a GoPro, just attach it to my head, you know. Let me see here if I can zoom you in very slowly. All right, you look at that leaf. If you look over there, you can see it gets these weird little horns, like these little tails on it right there. It gets them on both ends like that. When it gets bigger, it's just an evil looking plant. I mean, this thing has got to be. This thing wasn't created by God. This is one of Satan's plants. It's a heavy feeder. It really likes a lot of nitrogen. I give it Epsom salt from time to time. It likes its roots wet but well drained. It doesn't like to be dry. It's temperamental. It's actually, no, I shouldn't say it's temperamental. It's been growing good in here. We get temperatures of 120 plus in this greenhouse. So it's handling the temperatures good. It doesn't really need a lot of light to grow. Even though it's getting direct sunlight, you can see it's really crowded out by all these tomato plants and pepper plants and stuff. So it's really getting crowded out. And that's when its stem started to come up. Before that, it's been in a rosette style plant formation for God 4 or 5 months. It stayed that way, and it just kind of slowly, the leaves got slowly bigger and got some more thorns on it. And then as soon as I got them in here and these plants started coming up around it, it started coming up. So it's like it grows in a jungle, this plant. It doesn't really like to be in direct sunlight and cook 20, it wants to grow in a natural environment like this. So anyway, we don't have the fruits or the flowers on this yet. We'll get that updated to you once we start getting those in here. I can't seem to find any information on this plant at all anywhere. Funny green. What is this green stuff coming out of here? It's like oozing out a juice or something is coming out of this thing. This is a freaky plant, man. This is just a freaking weird thing, man. Nasty, nasty. This makes Canadian Sithal a joy to handle. Okay, Canadian Sithal don't hold a candle to this thing. As far as nastiness goes, man, I gotta show you the stem on this. Look at this. You ain't pulling this thing out by hand, guys. No way. You burn this one to the ground once it's done. Alright, so we'll update you once we start getting flowers and fruit on this one. And I'm going to do this one next. This is the lychee tomato. We'll show you what this is actually going to do. This is similar to this thing. That's why they're together. They're like brother and sister. But we'll update you once we get some flowers and fruit and see anything weird come out of it. I'll do a quick 2-minute update for you. Throw it up there. I'll link them all in the same playlist and stuff like that. So, all right, that is the Naranjilla.